Welcome to the 2026 NAHL Awards Show. I'm your host, Ava Cruchon. The regular season had all the action, from exciting moments, high caliber play, to organization record broken. The League of Opportunity saw it all. We kick off this award show with naming the finalists for the NAHL Coach of the Year. The first finalist is from the South Division. Mike Rivera of the El Paso Rhinos has guided his hometown team to their first South Division final in El Paso's history. His leadership was recognized by his fellow coaches and earned him a spot. Joining him as a finalist is a veteran coach of the North American Hockey League. Clint Milamach from the Maryland Black Bears has guided his team this season to the best regular season record while taking home the regular season title. His team features 10 Division I committed players that all made their commitment as a Black Bear. Finally, rounding out the final Coach of the Year nominee is Zach Stefan from the Minnesota Wilderness. In his first full season as the bench boss, Stefan has lifted his team from barely missing playoffs last season to being the Midwest Division leader and clinching the #1 seed this season. This head coach earns his first Coach of the Year honors after notching the best regular season record in the North American Hockey League. Clint Milamach from the Maryland Black Bears is your Coach of the Year. He shares more on what has impressed him the most with his team this season.
I would say their ability to show up every night. There's only maybe a few times where, I always say, I don't care if we lose. I care if we showed up and gave it our best and did what we needed to do. And sometimes you end up on the wrong side. And I thought our leadership and our team showed up almost every night this year. And that's hard to do. This league's hard to win back to back. It just, you play weekend series and it's really difficult. And I thought to be able to know we're getting everyone's best every night and show up and also get results is impressive.
With your regular season record, the Maryland Black Bears took home the East Division regular season title and the league title for best record in the North American Hockey League for the 25-26 regular season. What has impressed you the most about your team and their ability to show up every night, like you said?
I would say, it's one thing to, say, hey, let's get out there and compete and say the things. But walking the walk is something that's not easy to do. And the amount of times we're tested, the amount of times we know when we're, this year, especially when we're walking into somebody's building, like we're going to get their best effort and knowing that going into a rink and facing it head on and coming out on top more often than not is difficult to do. And it just tells you a little bit, a testament to their leadership, to their toughness. We're a team that prides itself on not backing down and taking on whatever you want to throw at us, however you want to play. We're willing to do it and find a way. And once again, that's a testament to our group, to our other coaches that help out. But there's some nights you're sitting there, it's a grind, and you're like, sometimes you're like, I don't know how these kids do it, man. Like, it's pretty impressive to watch them show up every night.
Yeah, and with this award, this is the first time you've been named Coach of the Year in the North American Hockey League. And this award is nominated and voted on by coaches across the league. What does it mean to know that other coaches are recognizing the work you have done this season?
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I learn from these guys. I mean, we watch a lot of games when we're on the road and when we're in the office. We'll watch other teams and see like what are these guys up to, and you learn. If you think you know it all, you're going to fall behind. And so I think a lot of these coaches in our division, obviously, you see these guys the most. They present a lot of challenges. We know they're coming after us every night, and some of these guys I've faced a lot over the several years I've been here. So we know they're gunning for us. So that's kind of cool that they looked at our franchise and looked at our coaching staff and said, yeah, these guys have earned it this year, and it's not easy to get. We got a lot of good coaches, and to be nominated is pretty cool. And then to be not only nominated but selected is awesome for our organization too. I look at it as an organizational when it shows that we're doing the right things and have the right people.
And talking a little bit more about the organization, something special about the Black Bears is your roster features 11 Division I commitments, but 10 of them committed as a Black Bear. What is the secret sauce that you're doing as a head coach to help get those guys ultimately where they want to be in their next steps in their hockey career?
I guess it's belief in what we do. I mean, we got to be salesmen and salespeople as well. Like, we can't just say, "Hey, come play for us." So we got to show, like, what do you have to offer. So we've done. It's funny, over the years we've had volunteer coaches, volunteer staff, and they've all had a piece on building, whether it's player profiles or organizational profiles that we can share with potential players, advisors, schools, and go, "Hey, these are things we do in Maryland. We like to try and do extra things, be innovative, try new ways to market our program to schools." And I think the fact that we've had homegrown players come here, start here without a commitment, and attain one is a testament to our staff once again, and the people that have volunteered. We've got a lot of volunteers over the years, and good assistant coaches, and they've all brought something different. That, like, what are guys doing today? What are things we can do? And it's never, "Hey, do this. We did this last year." It's like, what can we do differently? I think that does help us at times, but in the end, I think the right players, the right type of character, and you got to have skill. But I think it's more than that. I think there's a lot of intangibles you need, and we feel like we do a good job in finding the right players that fit kind of the program and what we are as an organization on and off the ice. And we're more than happy to push these guys towards schools, knowing that when they get there, they're prepared. For the on ice product, but off the ice, we feel like we're sending them a good player and a good person.
Absolutely. And with that, multiple of your players this season have earned recognition during the season and during this postseason or during the regular season award season. For yourself, how does it feel as a coach to know that your players are getting recognized?
It's, I guess, a byproduct of what we do. We try and bring that up. Say, hey, scoring and winning is a byproduct of doing all these little things, having details. So you're going to get the residuals. You're going to get some of the individual accolades that will come with winning and having such a solid regular season. And it's just a testament again to the type of kids we have, that are up for awards. They're special people as well as special talents, and we're more than happy to be a part of it and a part of their success. But I think they'll be the first to tell you too that they've had the opportunity to play with very good line mates and structure, and in a program where they can develop on and off the ice and become better players and keep evolving. And I think that's really important. I think they'll tell you that.
Absolutely. And with the regular season wrapped up, postseason hockey is here. How do you, as a coach, keep your team motivated and continue the momentum from the regular season?
Yeah, you got to keep evolving. I mean, that's the big thing with our team. Like, you can't say, "Hey, we had a good month," or "We had a great last week," or "a great first series." Like, we got to keep learning, keep evolving as players and as staff, and then keep learning how to get that next win and have that success. So it's an ongoing process. It's not easy winning. Sometimes I tell the guys, winning sometimes is really hard. It's really difficult. It can suck because of the time you got to put in. But these guys are hell bent on getting it done and finding a way, and that makes it fun for the coaches as well. But yeah, I guess we're always finding ways to challenge them, and that's the cool part about our team is they're allowing us to challenge them, present different obstacles, and let them figure it out with our guidance, and they're willing to do it, and that takes a lot this day and age, with the long season that we have. And that's why I credit our other coaches, Russ Smith and Brendan Churchill, do a good job keeping these guys excited, motivated, and keep them thinking, keep them trying to evolve.
And to wrap up this interview, what does it mean to be named the coach of the year?
I guess it's a special honor because, once again, I just think of all the coaches I've coached against in this league and how good they are. Some guys that have moved on and gone on to bigger and brighter things, and done a great job. And it's a really good league. I mean, there's some great coaches, some guys that have been doing this for a while, and some young guys that are very innovative and very talented. So to be singled out, I like to say, it's more so the process, and it's more of a byproduct once again of our organization and what we're allowed to do and how we're allowed to build. And our ownership group has done a fantastic job in allowing us to keep building this thing and getting more talented individuals. So I think it's just a huge honor, and obviously to be selected is pretty cool.
Absolutely. Well, Clint, thank you for taking the time to chat with me and congratulations again.
Thanks, Ava. I appreciate it.
We now move on to learn who your finalists are for Rookie of the Year. These 3 players made an impact in just their first season of junior hockey. The first finalist is Rylan Beadall from the Anchorage Wolverines. The 07 forward raged all season for the Wolverines. The Long Island commit notched an impressive 53 points. Joining him is Royce Piatola, a defenseman from the Bismarck Bobcats. The Lake Superior State commit was a force from the blue line, leading all rookie defensemen with 40 points on the season. Finally, rounding out the rookie nominees, we have Logan Poulin from the Northeast Generals. The Massachusetts native led all rookies in the regular season with 27 goals. One thing for sure, these 3 nominees don't look like rookies on the ice. The Rookie of the Year goes by a handful of names. Some know him as the King of the Cape. However, we know him as Logan Poulin from the Northeast Generals. He shares what adjustments he experienced heading into his first full season of junior hockey.
Yeah, I definitely think the jump from high school to junior hockey, it was pretty big. It definitely wasn't as drastic as I thought. But I think the top 2 things were the speed of the game and the size of the players I was playing against. But once I got my feet wet in New Hampshire the first weekend after that, I felt pretty good for the rest of the year.
And kind of reflecting on your year, you notched over a point per game, also leading all rookie skaters in that category. How did you see your game evolve from the start of the year to ultimately now?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest improvements of my game throughout the year was my defensive zone play. It was something me and Brian worked on a lot throughout the year. And as my D zone play got better, it definitely propelled my offensive zone stats and opportunities. So,
With this award, it's voted on by the head coaches across the North American Hockey League. How does it feel to know that coaches across the league recognize the work you've put in this season?
yeah, it's awesome. It's very humbling to be able to be recognized by coaches that maybe haven't seen me play up close and personal or haven't really heard much about me. But yeah, it's really awesome to hear that.
And also reflecting on your first year of junior hockey, what were some of those big learning lessons or learning curves that you experienced that you now have in your tool bank as you head into your future of your junior hockey career?
I think the biggest adjustment I made was getting used to playing Friday, Saturdays. High school was Wednesday, Saturday, so I had a little bit of a rest. Kind of going to bed Friday night late, getting the right food, doing all the right stuff to play Saturday. And the bus rides, too, you definitely got to figure out how to make time pass. And it's always good when you had a great team like we had.
As you reflect on your first season of playing with the Generals, what was one of your favorite memories?
I think my favorite memory was playing in Johnstown for the New Year's game. I was suspended for a game, but playing the second game was awesome. It was really fun. They packed that rink, and we had a great sweep, and the guys were just really happy. It was a fun bus ride home.
I bet it was. And also reflecting on an exciting memory, you scored a junior career first. You notched a hat trick against the Elmira Aviators early in the season. How exciting was that moment to be able to do that?
Yeah, it was awesome. I had a lot of multi-goal games, so it finally felt good to be able to get the third. That game was just a fun game overall. Trey got his first goal, so that was a good vibe jump for the team.
Absolutely. And to wrap up this interview, what does it mean to be named as the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, it's awesome. I definitely had a little bit of a tough year dealing with a concussion early in the year, and being able to bounce back from that and see that the hard work pays off, it's always nice.
Did you feel like there was an adjustment period following the concussion to getting back onto the ice?
Yeah, it definitely took me a week or so just to get back up to conditioning and all stuff like that. But once I kind of got back in the flow of it, I felt pretty good. I felt better than before, actually. So
Well, that's great to hear. Thank you again, Logan, for taking the time to chat with me, and congratulations.
awesome. Thank you so much.
The excitement of earning one of the top awards continues as we learn the nominees for Goaltender of the Year. Kicking things off in the Central Division, Jack Solomon from the Austin Bruins has had a dominating year in the blue paint. The second-year netminder led the league with his goals against average. Moving into the second nominee, Michael Medelski has backstopped the El Paso Rhinos to their best postseason run as an organization. The Michigan native ranked first with his save percentage. The final nominee is Will Mazinko from the Northeast Generals. The 05 goaltender played a critical role in putting his team in postseason contention and securing home ice in the first round of postseason play. It's not easy to stand tall in the blue paint night after night. However, this Show Me State netminder let his work in the blue paint do all the talking. Hailing from the Austin Bruins, Jack Solomon is your goaltender of the year. He shares how playing in the North American Hockey League elevated his game.
Yeah, playing for Austin, we all have our own jobs to do, and throughout the 2 years, I feel like I've taken on a little bit bigger role of being the starter goalie for them. So, I mean, Steve Howard makes it pretty obvious on whose guy's whose. So, I mean, he's a big reason why I've had success the past 2 years.
And talking a little bit more about your success from the regular season this past year, you led the league with your goals against average and ranked second with your save percentage. What impressed you the most about your game this season?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what started clicking near the end here, but everything just started to fall in line. We started playing pretty good hockey, and our systems just worked out perfectly for me.
And talking about the end of that regular season run, you were red hot, had 8 straight wins, and 5 of those games were shutout performances for you. When you're having those moments where everything's clicking, does it ultimately give you that confidence now heading into the postseason?
Yeah, it definitely gives you that confidence that you need to go into that postseason. Like you want to stay hot throughout the postseason and everything, and it gives the team confidence also to know that you have their backs even when they make a mistake.
Kind of reflecting on those 5 shutouts, did you realize that you had 5 shutouts in that span, or is that something that kind of was going on through your head every time you were notching another one during that 8 game run?
I mean, I knew I was hot during that during that stretch, but it wasn't like one of those things where I'm like, oh, what? How many is that kind of thing? It's more of like, oh, that's just another one that happened to show up.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you reflect on your time while playing with the Bruins organization, where have you seen your game grow the most?
Definitely, like in the patient side, that's like the biggest thing that has improved throughout both years, and I feel like now has been the best.
Absolutely. And with this award, it's voted on by the head coaches across the North American Hockey League. How does it feel to know that you're being recognized by head coaches from the league?
Yeah, it's super humbling. Like it's one of those things where um, the coaches in this league have been in it for a while. They know what they're talking about. So it's pretty special to be voted on by all the coaches in the league saying that you're one of the best goalies in the league.
Absolutely. And as you reflect on your time while playing with the Bruins organization, you're wrapping up your second regular season with them. What will be one memory that you will hold on to as you take your next steps in hockey?
I mean, with the community, it's all like the Pink the Rink games. My billets have been awesome to me. So it's just the school visits and everything have been awesome, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
And with yourself being an age out, this is your last season of junior hockey. What is on the horizon? What are the next steps for you in your hockey playing career?
The next step is going to the Air Force Academy next year and hopefully playing some games.
Absolutely. And for yourself to wrap this all up, what does it mean to be named the goaltender of the year?
I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's only one guy per year, so it's a select few, and only three get nominated. So it's pretty special to even be nominated, and to be selected is even more amazing.
We now are going to move from the blue paint to the blue line and announce the 3 nominees for Defenseman of the Year. Nathan Williams from the Austin Bruins is your first finalist. The third-year veteran led defenseman in scoring from the blue line. Joining him is William Esterbrooks from the Maryland Black Bears. The Minnesota native was one of the top goal scorers for defensemen. The last finalist is Sam Schulte from the Rochester Junior Americans. The Army West Point commit made an impact night after night for the red, white, and blue. The Defenseman of the Year knows the League of Opportunity quite well. He has played over 170 games and found a way to elevate every year. Nathan Williams from the Austin Bruins is your Defenseman of the Year. He shares more on the journey from being a first-year skater to now being the captain of the Bruins.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot ever since my first year with the Austin Bruins and Coach Howard, and I mean, I feel like I've grown as more importantly as a human than a hockey player as well, and it just helped me go on the right path to where I want to go. And I mean, the coaches have helped me tremendously, and it's been a great journey. So
And for yourself, you're wrapping up your final season of junior hockey. In the regular season, you led all defensemen with 64 points and 54 assists on the year. What made you proud about your game this season?
yeah, just the way I played, I feel like I played confident in myself, and I had confidence in my teammates to help me out, and it was just a good dynamic we had this year, and I just felt confident in the way we played. So.
Absolutely. And this award is voted on by the head coaches across the North American Hockey League. What does it mean to have their support and also recognize the work that you've been doing all season?
Yeah, it means a lot. We have really a lot of good coaches in this league, and for them to show that I deserve this award, and I mean, it means a lot to me, and I appreciate all of them. So
And with your 64 points on the year, 40 of those points were notched on the power play. Of course, having the man advantage always helped, but what do you think made yourself so effective while on the power play?
well, having the two Marshnock twins definitely helped me out a little bit, but it was just having the presence and peace of mind that hey, just I don't have to shoot the puck to score and get points like that. I mean, pass the puck around, and we have guys that are very dangerous, like the Marshnock twins, Gavin Hughes and EJ Paddington. So that definitely helps out a lot, and then we just have a really good group of guys out there, so it's good.
Absolutely. And as you reflect on your time with being with the Bruins organization, what's one thing you're going to miss about being a part of the Austin community?
I mean, all of it. Like the fans, they always come out during the games, and they always get loud, and it's gonna be hard to miss them. And obviously, the coaching staff. I've been with Coach Howard, Coach Rooney, and then Robbie for basically 3 years now, and I mean, it's been an incredible journey, and I'm gonna miss all of it. So
As you reflect on the journey, how have you seen your game grow during that time period?
yeah, I mean, it's grown a lot from my first year, and my puck handling skills, my footwork, everything's kind of just elevated, and it's all thanks to Coach Al Rooney in the off season. I mean, I couldn't have done without those guys, and I mean, it's all credit to them. So.
With it being your final year of junior hockey, what is the next thing for you? What's on the horizon?
Yeah, so I'm going to Maryville next year, and I'm really excited to go there. It's a new program. We're build a new culture, build a new program. It's gonna be so exciting. And I just can't wait to start it. So
And to wrap this all up, what does it mean to be named the Defenseman of the Year?
it means a lot. I know there's a lot of good guys before me who had this award, and it means a lot to get this award. And I like to say it's not just me. It's all the guys in that locker room, and they have helped me achieve this, and the coaches. So I like to say this is a team award. So
Absolutely. Congratulations.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Wrapping up this award show comes down to some of the top playmakers and scorers in the North American Hockey League. The three finalists for Forward of the Year are also your three candidates for Most Valuable Player. The first finalist comes from the Anchorage Wolverines. Luke Beadall led the regular season goal scoring, finding Twine 42 times this year. Joining him in the offensive production is Simon Marshinock from the Austin Bruins. The Augustana commit has lit up the score sheet and was a catalyst for the Central Division team all season long. Your final nominee comes from the Maryland Black Bears. Harrison Smith produced a staggering 96 points in 49 games played. This award winner takes home not one, but both titles today. The skater's outstanding work notched multiple organization records, from becoming the all-time point leader, notching the all-time assist record, while setting single-season records in both categories. Hailing from the Sunshine State, Harrison Smith from the Maryland Black Bears is your Forward of the Year and Most Valuable Player. He shares what it means to set these records for his organization in his second season.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. I mean, I'm really lucky to be a part of such an amazing organization here in Maryland and such an amazing team. And it's only a byproduct of the work we put in every day. And I'm glad to be a part of this team.
And from those 96 points, 72 of those points came from assists. And I did a little bit of digging. Most of those assists were done as primary assists. What is it about your style of play that ultimately translates to you registering a lot of your points through assists?
Yeah, I've always been the type of playmaker growing up, and it really translated into my game, especially in juniors. I'm just always the guy to make the pass before shooting, and I'd honestly rather have an assist than scoring. And I just love setting up my teammates and just love playing with my teammates.
Would you describe your playmaking or your style of play as a playmaker?
100%. 100%.
And with this award, it is voted on by the head coaches across the North American Hockey League. How does it feel to know that they recognize the work you have been doing this season?
Yeah, it's a great feeling being recognized by the coaches around the league and in the NAHL, and it's just a big confidence boost. And it's once again, it's a byproduct of being here in Maryland.
With your style of play, one of the more impressive feats that you accomplished this season is that you only had 5 games during the regular season without registering a point. How does it feel to be a consistent offensive force for the Black Bears?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great, but at the end of the day, it's always about the win and the loss on the score sheet, and we want to do it anything we can to get as many wins as we can. So just being the best player I can in out and every night is just I have to, and that's what I've been doing all year.
And with this being your second season playing with the Black Bears, how have you seen your game evolve from your first year in junior hockey to ultimately now?
Yeah, I think playing in the null honestly has been good for my development. I mean, being able to play against heavy, older, and faster competition, you can't be off your game every night, and you need to be sharp every night.
When you entered this season, did you envision yourself to ultimately be the one walking away with the forward of the year and the most valuable player title?
Honestly, no, but I knew I had a pretty good last year, and I wanted to build on that. And luckily, I was able to come back here to Maryland with such a special group and ended up in the top along with my team standings. So it's just a great feeling.
And for yourself, you're from the Sunshine State and you didn't totally grow up in a market that's known for hockey. Do you feel like you have a little bit more to prove, or is that not really a thought in your mind?
Not really. I don't feel like it's something I have to prove, but I just loved growing up in Florida, and I started playing roller hockey first. But it's just awesome how the Florida culture is like building hockey and everything, all the new rinks that's going on down there, and it's just awesome that I could tell people I'm from there, show it off.
Absolutely. And to wrap this all up, what does it mean to be named to both of those titles as a forward of the year and also the most valuable player?
It means everything to me and my family to be recognized by the NAHL for the hard work throughout the season, and I can't thank my teammates and coaches enough for making it a bit easier on me.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the award winners for picking up awards for the 2025-26 regular season. The race to the Robertson Cup is still underway as the division finals pick back up tonight.